mindset for this group, knowing that you were not going to have Juju this year? What did you try and build on from the very beginning?
Well, I think, one of the greatest, things that Juju has brought to our program is a winning mentality. And people have come here to be part of a program that wins and achieve things. And so I think even though, we know and appreciate what's not on the floor without Juju here, the mindset hasn't changed, the winning mentality hasn't changed. And I think everyone's here to face the schedule we have and, play USC basketball and try to win at the highest level. And I think Juju's part of that mentality. It's really cool to see that evolve through leadership there. But no one's trying to replace or be Juju, but the expectations have remained the same.
Jazzy has seemed to assert herself in these first two games. What have you just thought about the way she started this season?
Yeah, she's been tremendous. Like I said, she missed several weeks of practice, and so she's even still getting her basketball sea legs kind of underneath her. But she competes on both ends of the floor extremely hard. I've been really impressed by her ability to, make a shot or miss a shot and just play the next play. She obviously can facilitate and get others open, or she can go hunt a shot. But she's just part of a winning style of play that we want to play. And obviously we're still growing as a group, but she's really a unique talent. We're excited about what she's done, but what else she can do going forward.
Talk to me about this opportunity to play at Crypto against South Carolina. The eyes of the women's basketball world is going to be on you. Yeah. What does this opportunity mean about the growth of this program?
Yeah, right? Like, just a moment for women's basketball, right? Like, let's shout out where we've come. So it was only just a few years ago that maybe this program wasn't even relevant, and now we're hosting a game at Crypto. We're playing a game at Crypto, and it's not even part of the doubleheader. When the organizers came to us, they had this concept of the Real SC, a 2-year series with South Carolina, which is fun and terrific. But then to put it at Crypto, to say, no, we want you all to be the headliner, not a men's game also. It's never lost on me how significant it is. When I took the job, people said, does women's basketball matter in LA? And now look, the people clamoring for tickets for this game. We've got 2 great teams playing on primetime Fox. It's really a cool thing. They're a great team. I think they're ranked number 2, right now, and it's going to take a top 2 type effort for us to win the game, but we're happy to be a part of it, excited about the opportunity.
Along those same lines, back in the day, talk to me about what was it like coaching here when the program in the program when you first got started? What was it like being at Galen not being as full as it used to be, as it is now, rather?
Well, obviously, I came here with a goal, a belief, a vision to make this the premier basketball program in the country, and that doesn't take one person. It takes an administration and a university committed to that. And I wouldn't have taken the job unless I felt like there was a partnership and a belief, and USC, from Mike Bone to Jen Cohen, has followed through on every piece of that vision. But when we first got here, it took some overhaul. There were, 450 people in the stands, and 3 of those were my family. And now it's the hottest ticket, and people know our players, and people are talking about women's basketball in the fall, in the winter, and the spring. So to be part of that is really special. Like I said, it's taking a team effort. It's taking the marketing team and our staff and our players committed to it. And there was the Juju factor, and now kind of what it means for everyone being here. So it's really, really special to be part of this growth. We still have a lot to do. We're hunting many more achievements, but it's never lost on me how special it is of where we are, right now.
What are your thoughts on their backcourt? Everybody's talking about the South Carolina backcourt.
On their backcourt or our backcourt?
Their backcourt.
It's really good. There's a lot of chemistry. I know Raven and Latson have a history of playing in high school together. Raven feels like she's been in college for 8 years. She's a veteran and coach on the floor. They're explosive. They defend. They get out in transition. They're elite.
How do you stop them?
How London's been able to do so far, just having been a starter at UCLA and so coming off the bench to the regular she has, what does it mean to really step in like that?
Yeah, starter off the bench, I don't even really judge it like that. I just knew that our goals this year, London is a huge part of everything that we're trying to do. I think that she's always in her college career been a really talented player and a multi-threat, but I think she's even showing the way she can impact the game, not just with three-point shooting, but off the bounce, creating for others, her energy, all of that. So, whether she starts or comes off the the bench. It may shift over time. Who knows? I just know that we're not going to achieve what we want to achieve unless she's playing at a high level, and she's done an incredible job. Just really being game ready and doing what we need.
When you talk about what you're building here, talk about your recruiting class. Pretty good day for you.
It was a crazy, exciting day. I grabbed the coaches after practice yesterday, and I said, I know this just kind of feels like any other day. You're coming down from practice. I said, but you all did this. We did this. Signed the #1 class in the country, but most importantly, young women who fit as human beings, people we want to be around every day, fit the style of play. Sanaya and Tay are both really exciting, elite, next-level players. We couldn't be more happy about the future of the program, and I think it also speaks to what this team right now is doing. I've seen all people all day. Lindsay must be a good recruiter. They're hot in recruiting. It's really not about a sales pitch. It's about building something that people want to be a part of, and that takes everybody. The players that we have, the culture that we have, the goals that we have.
So two more. I feel like you kind of just answered this, but does this game this weekend kind of function as a recruiting tool too? Like, hey, if you come here, like this is what you get to do, type of thing.
I mean, I think just in general, we know what it takes. I think my vision of what it looks like to be a top program. And you got to play in big games, and you have to play on big stages. And so I don't think I looked at this game as a recruiting tool, but I looked at, if you're trying to be elite in women's basketball, you got to play really good non-conference games. You have to play the other top teams. The opportunity to play in crypto, it was super cool. So yeah, we want to be at center stage of women's basketball. I want to put the players in those situations because it's great for them basketball-wise. It's great for our team basketball-wise, to get better. But also it puts them, as Hoopers want to be, in marquee games. And so absolutely it was an incredible opportunity just to continue to, make our program, in the places that we want to be.
Coach, good. So 3 of the last 4 won this. Can you talk about just what does it say about the coaching style, the chemistry that you're able to put together?
Right. I mean, like I said, I think we look at young players and say, obviously who's really good and who fits us personality-wise, who fits how we want to play, and then we work really hard at building those relationships. It started with Juju, and that was obviously my priority when I took the job, to build that relationship and make this a place that she felt like she could do some special things. And I think how that's played out obviously helps us downstream, because now people are like, wow, I can go to USC and do big things. But then each recruitment process is a little different. I remember the very first call I had with Jazzy. I was in New York City visiting my family. She was terrific on the phone. I said, gosh, I just hope we can build this program to be good enough where she would want to come here. And now here she is. And like I said, I started recruiting Sanaya before she was the #1 player. And I went to see her in Cleveland, and I said, she's the one, in this class that is just like, we have to get her if it's the right fit. So it's more about that than a number on a sheet, but I think you, like I said, you build something that people want to be part of, and it attracts the right people. And Tay is in that mold as well. So we're just excited about what we're doing now, but about the future as well.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks, Lindsay.